This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. Ugh.
Oh no, a lame con compilation where I talk about all the fun things. Yeah, I hear your voices. Well, I'm going to share with you some of my favorite moments at Holiday Matsuri, and if my words aren't enough to shake you to your core and make you go to Matsuri next year, well, then maybe you're a zombie. In which case, there are better cons for that. I'm sorry, I stare a little brown on my nose. Holiday Matsuri for me this year was pretty solid. I arrived on Thursday, stayed all weekend. It was pretty awesome. But for personal reasons and horrible traffic from Tampa to Orlando, I ended up picking up my ticket on Friday. Now, for anyone who had to pick up their tickets on Friday, they all tend to say the exact same thing.
What the hell? I'm spending most of my day in line.
And to that I say, no, you have a truly valid dispute. I mean, how dare they? How inconsiderate. Growing every single year and bringing in more and more people. It's like people like feeling enchanted or some shit. If you haven't already picked up on my sarcasm, I think it's fantastic. I think there are worse ways to spend your Friday of a con, because unlike normal cons that you have to wait in line, Holiday Matsuri happens in December, where people are both scientifically prone to stress, but also just as likely to be cheerful. Though admittedly, sometimes a little bit too cheerful. To spare you guys a very long and annoying story, while I was waiting in line, I had two people behind me who were very spirited. Let's go ahead and say very spirited. Just imagine standing about, an hour and a half in line, listening to this.
And I like ice cream. And I like the ice creams that are chocolate. Strawberry.
The people behind me were playing a little game called the subject game, which means you just clap and pick a subject and try to think of things. And I'm not explaining it well. I mean, oh my god. But oddly endearing as well. Everyone else was super cheerful, and we all just wanted to have a good time. So stop complaining about Friday lines. Could be worse. There could be no con guides. That would just be horrible. Wink! The charity ball. Now, I hadn't been to the charity ball since year 1, and it has changed quite a lot. I guess you could say it's a little bit more formal, if that's not redundant enough. The room was decorated in all these beautiful shades of colors to just make your groovy faction go, whoa. I ended up going with two friends, and I'm always hesitant about going to con dances. Not because I'm shy or anything, it's just that I don't really think I could dance. Either that or the con dances just boil down to 80s music and line dances. There's only so many times I could listen to Cotton Eye Joe and do the cha-cha slide before I want to put a scythe through something. But everyone there was there to have fun. We had someone named Breakdancing Kakashi. If you don't know who he is, look him up on Facebook. He's actually a pretty decent dude. He's kind of the MC for Matsuri. Just gonna mention that real quick. He was up on stage getting people hyped, getting people excited about the dances. And in a way, I was able to just groove out. They had live performances for some really decent people.
I have Christmas down in Florida. I have Christmas down in Florida.
They even had a tap dance group. You don't see that very often. But hands down, my favorite thing at that ball was a dancing Black Panther. I'm not even kidding. I have some footage here. The guy just, he got groovy, he danced, All I'm saying, Matsuri, if you want to get up on that next level, you find this man, and you make him your king. All hail Wakanda. Alexander Hamilton. Out of context, that probably sounds horrible. It's just my ragtag team of shadowcasters who do everything in our power to make history come alive. Rebels just for kicks. Follow us on Facebook, by the way. Me and my friends put our costumes together and then basically act out Hamilton on stage. We do it loud, we do it proud. Last year we were kind of thrown into the mix when our last group abandoned us, and we decided, you know what? We could do it better. I guess what I'm saying is that this panel originated out of spite, but it grew into something oh so beautiful. At Matsuri this year, we decided to go ahead and do it again, this time putting more emphasis on the interactive part. It's like that Disney moment people like to talk about, you know, when you meet that character and you feel like you're involved in it. That's what we like to do with Rebels. And Holiday Matsuri allowed me to do that twice. And this year, oh, so good. Check out the video. Where's the revolution at? Throw away my... Look at all those rebels. That's right, don't throw away your shots. And because we like that immersion, we even handed out goodie bags. So if you weren't there this year, check it out next year. We're going even bigger. We want everyone to raise your glass. And I just want to give a huge shout out to all my rebels, all of you guys. You made that possible, and we brought history to Lin-Manuel Miranda himself would be proud. The game room had Gundam pods. What? I don't need to go into this. Gundam pods are awesome. Go play them. Those are just a few of my favorite memories from this weekend. I kind of have a bunch more, but I want to save those for a later time. I will say this. Holiday Matsuri is a con that I've been going to since year 1. I remember talking to Greg, the owner at the time, and he was so excited about putting this con together. I got to see Holiday Matsuri go from a convention where the hotel was way bigger for the people that were coming to them being at a big hotel where they could barely fit the amount of people coming in. I want to say from the bottom of my heart, Holiday Matsuri is the kind of con that you could get drunk at, but it's also the kind of con you can create memories with. Holiday Matsuri team, if you're watching this, I need you to know, you guys are doing a fantastic job, and I will return back every single year. That was a little sappy, but hey, what's the point of being a trans-dimensional being if you can't share some of the magic with your friends? Later.